Hi everybody, it's Dr. Ann Louise here. And as we move through 2012, I think you're going to be seeing one shining theme of health above and beyond every other one that will be coming down the pike. And that is going to be one word, and it's called diabesity. Diabesity. So what does that exactly mean? It means that many of the symptoms that we usually associate with diabetes have a crossover to those that we are now associating with obesity, whether that be metabolic syndrome, high triglycerides, high fasting blood sugar levels, as well as systemic inflammation, and that spare tire syndrome. So what I believe is very important for you to understand is that this is not just a trend that's going to come and go. This is a big deal in terms of our ability to make you healthy and to make you live a long life. So that controlling diabetes should be one of your number one priorities this year. Now, I've just written a blog about some of the transitional steps that you can take in 2012 to make yourself healthy. And they're little baby steps and changes you can make in terms of your food, in terms of your herbs, your spices, and making certain options in those regards. But I think one thing we have to understand is that food itself has a hormonal impact. If you're eating a lot of carbohydrates, it's going to raise insulin, which has a connection to this diabesity epidemic, which can affect up to 100 million Americans, by the way. I just got something off the internet that's giving me all the latest stats. And if, in fact, you're going to be eating carbohydrates, you always have to balance it with a suitable amount of protein because that will blunt the effect of the carbohydrates, and a little bit of fat, which will slow down that effect even more. So it means that if you're going to be eating at all, fats, carbohydrates, and protein, hopefully at the same meal, and in that way you're not going to be storing extra calories as fat and thereby opening up the road to diabetes, but you're going to be able to access those stored calories as excess energy. So that's my hope for you in 2012, that the word diabetes is not going to be one that's going to be particularly personal to you, but that you can overcome this by paying close attention to the kind of foods that you eat. One of the best programs that I think will control this syndrome is none other than the Fat Flush Plan, because it balances your fats, your carbohydrates, your proteins with a suitable amount of beverages and fat-burning spices and herbs. And I believe it's important because it will also quench inflammation, which is at the root source of so many diseases. So let me just say welcome to 2012, and I hope that Fat Flush is going to be your best friend throughout.